put your hands together and welcome on stage Team Modus.
I am Nandagopal from Modus. We started off with a modest beginning 20 years back. So we have, I would say we have completed Modus 1.0. We are into Modus 2.1. So we started off as a value partner. Like yesterday we had a good panel discussion, if you remember, on risk management, right? So if आज मनोज जी बोल रहे थे, it should not be a monologue discussion, you should be interactive and all. एक छोटा सा सवाल है, रिस्क किस प्रकार के रिस्क होते हैं बैंकिंग में? कोई बोल सकता है? एक हाथ दो तो कोई बताइए. हाँ जी? Beautiful. Operation risk, credit risk, market risk. ये सब these are the risks which we know. We have read about it, right? But if I try to bucket it into two areas only, ठीक है? What could it be? As per my thought process, I would say it is business risk and technology risk. मानते हैं कि नहीं मानते? बिजनेस, आप बैंकर्स जो है, बैंक आप बिजनेस अच्छे से जानते हैं, लेकिन वो बैंकिंग बिजनेस को काफी हद तक रिस्क बचाने के लिए रिस्क अवॉइड करने के लिए बोलो या मिटिगेट करने के लिए you try to bring in the technology which will help you in easing out the risk, right? You can do it to a certain extent. Beyond that, yes, your own intelligence, your own experience, all that comes into picture. But when you bring in so much of technology, along with that comes a huge amount of technology risk also. Now, that to bridge that gap, fill in these loopholes, we need to work to ensure that the right technology is implemented for the right business and things happen in a better way and you are able to do business in a better way. So we as Modus, being a service partner for the best application, core banking application, which is currently not only in India, global, we have tried to do the implementation for them for the last 2 decades and we have been successful in that. Along with that, what we said was when 1.0 ho gaya, 2.1, itne mein rukoge to theek nahi hai. We thought we should become a system integrator for the applications. Wherever from cooperative sector, there are quite a few areas which are specific to cooperative banking where you read business requirements from technology angle. We try to work out the same within the application of core banking and bring in partners who can help us to stitch a common solution and bring it to you for your ease of business. I have with me my entire team, Nitish Agrawal, yahan likha hua hai, energize. He is fully energized and he is devoted towards cooperative banking only. So he is working from that area and he is more than happy to reach out to each and every one of you to how the pain areas can be addressed. Sir, मैं तो लाके कुछ भी बेचते जाऊंगा वो मतलब नहीं है. आपको जो जरूरत है वो लाएंगे आपके लिए और वो ही देंगे हम. यहाँ जितने other partners are there, we are happy to work with them to ensure that we bring the right solution to the bank. That is our idea. And along with him we have Sankalp Agrawal, who is also fully energetic to make things happen. We have our team of Techurate and Moringa, where we have Basith, we have Prasanna, we have Deepak. I will ask Nitish to take things forward, post which we can have further deliberations. Thank you.
Thanks, Anand Gopal. So we'll start with an Modus presentation that the agenda will be. So our Modus aim is to come out with the products which addresses the pain area which the IT teams faces in across all the segments. So in this regard, what we have done is that whenever we go to the customer tells about our challenges that they are facing in day-to-day life, including the auditors and the new areas that they are facing the challenges. So we try to build a small and plug-and-play kind of a solution which can coexist with your current core banking system, or we can migrate to the new Finacle core banking where we try to give all the solutions. So I would like you to take you through a few slides on our customer coverage as also our capability building to meet the never-changing business needs. We have a strong team with overall banking experience of 500 years collectively. We have completed 20 years now. The mission and the vision for the Modus 2.0, as we believe in the higher customer satisfaction through seamless service implementation and support backed by a strong governance. So the agenda will be that first we will try to explain what Modus is actually all about and what are the offerings that we provide. Then we will tell you that we have recently doing the Satara DCCB, the best DCCB in India. So what is the solution that we are presenting and what are the applications we have proposed to the bank which is under the UAT phase. So we will just have a quick walkthrough about that. Then we will come to our Tech-Rate digital partners who give us the entire digital platforms for doing the transactions and managing it. Then we have an Moringa, our partner, who gets into the risk management solutions. So our commitment basically is a strong relationship. So we can proudly say that our first customer for last 20 years, we have been able to retain that customer and we are still doing the businesses with them. So we believe in a strong relationship and partnership with our customers. We are working into multiple geographies, Asia, Middle East, South Asia, primarily in Indian cooperative segments. Then we are also looking into the approaches. So first, whatever the pain points, what the customer is expecting, we have to build a solution and present to them. So we are 20 years, we can proudly say that we are Make in India company. So these are the Modus things that what we currently do is consulting for any type of consulting, any type of architecture, landscape, solution architecture, we provide consulting. We do implementations. We are having a team for testing as well, application development. We have a complete set of project managers who manages the project and coordinate with all the banks and face the whatever the implementation progresses is going on. Then we are specialized, you can say is implementation of Finacle core banking. That we take our pride that whenever we implement, at least we make sure that the bank is facing less challenges while implementation. We have our technical strength, if you can talk about. We have got a lot of data migration is the one challenging area which whenever we migrate from the legacy to Finacle. So we have gotten a set of experts who are experts in data migration, extraction and uploading into the Finacle so that whenever the bank is getting transformed from a legacy to a new core, new age core banking system, so they face less challenges and the loss of data should be as minimal as possible or near to the zero. So then what we have done is we have built a lot suite of products. We have done the first thing is whenever we start with the cooperative banks, so the first question comes is how we are going to manage the NPA. So NPA management for last 7-8 years has been a lot challenges for all the cooperative segments. So there we have built a solution which is as per the IRAC and going forward we will tell you that we have done it for the agriculture loans also. We have built an NPA for the DCCBs and all those things, so that I will be covering in the later slides. So then we have built an head office accounts modules like shares, GST, vendor management, fixed asset. We have built also an regulatory reports and MIS reports, all the OSS and all the regulatory reports required by the various agencies, though all those reports are easily available and that can be generated and sent to the respective regulators. Then we have a two-factor authentication. We are sending the data for the CRISIL and CIBIL that we have to send out to the every month from the bank side. Okay. So we'll next move to the next thing is our clients. So we are working currently with public sector bank, private sector bank, MNC, regional rural banks, district cooperative, urban cooperative, payment, small finance. So you can see that all entire segment we are covering. We have got a customer in all the segments. So we understand how they are doing the business and what are the new things that they want to implement or want to achieve. So we have a lot of discussions and brainstorming sessions with all the banks to understand what we are going forward. So recently we have started working with an Finacle. We are taking it to the credit cooperative society also. So that is the next stage that we are working on. So this is the complete solution landscape that we can talk about is the Finacle CBS gives the normal core banking system modules, CRM, CASA, CCOD, loans, deposit, NASH, locker, clearing, trade finance. So then these are the model solutions which I have already explained earlier. Then we are having an partner solution like AML, legal recovery, LOS, internet banking, mobile banking, financial inclusion. Then we are having an application for HRMS for payroll and everything. Then eKYC, CKYC, Aadhaar Vault, document management and AEPS. So now I will just take you through the central case study for the Satara District Cooperative Bank. So this is the largest DCCB, best DCCB, and they have a net NPS 0. And so they have floated an RFP. So this is the kind of workflows which we have built specific for DCCB specific workflows regarding for the agricultures and the warehouses, loans against inventory, godowns, self-help groups, direct benefit schemes. So, and then NPA for based on the crop schedules, NPA, then the loan on the inventory warehouses, then interest subvention. So all those things, components have been built into the Finacle, so that can ease the entire district cooperative segments they can look at, because this is the required things from them. So now I would like to call Techurate Basith, so who will explain about the digital channels platforms for our solutions.
I'm Basith. I head the pre-sales department at Techurate. So Techurate is 11 years plus in the industry now. So prior to working in Techurate, the founding members were part of Oracle and the State Bank of India, the largest banking sector in the largest bank in the sector. So we have got the deep expertise in managing, we have deep expertise in managing the technology and from the banking functionality as well. So we are a digital banking company. We provide digital solutions to bank and financial institutions. So we have a stack of solutions. Sliders. So these are our offerings. On the banking side, we provide mobile banking, internet banking, core banking lite. We do also have a core banking lite that is meant for the tier 2, tier 3 banks as well as the cooperative societies. The LOS LMS system, very importantly, the financial inclusion. Okay, our aim is to reach the last mile customer of yours. We wanted to bring the banking to their customers' doorstep. So we have got solutions that are meant for financial inclusion. Okay, so you can get more details at our stall, that is D4. We also have kiosk banking, which I can show you the image how it works. So we have wallet solutions, social media banking, and mostly the RPA-based returns. So yesterday in the panel, there was one jury member who was talking about how cooperative banks are working neck on neck with the private banks. So to enhance this digitization, what you require is a right partner, who can help you in digital transformation journey. So we, along with Modus, along with Moringa and other partners who we have, okay, can help you in providing a complete technology suite. Okay, we encompass the complete solutions within your banking ecosystem. It might be a core banking system, it might be a digital banking system, your tablet banking, your agent POS, a risk audit assessment, we all provide you all. So what are the functionalities which we have been working on? So the recent RBI guidelines which has come into for the digital banking service providers, okay, there are a list of guidelines which RBI has released in November 2022. So it talks about mandatory SIM binding, device binding, okay, the developer mode option has to be disabled, the location access has to be enabled. So these are the various stringent guidelines which RBI has brought in that the bank has to adhere while providing mobile access banking functionality to their customers. So we have ensured that all these functionalities are all pre-built in our application. So we provide, apart for your basic banking facility, we also provide the AAPS, positive pay, as hello? Yeah, bill payments, loan processing, credit scoring, token management system. So the channels which we support is mobile, iOS, Android, web, POS devices, tablet, and importantly USSD as well. To reach your last mile customer, it is important that people with featured phones have USSD access to do the banking. So this is our POS application, okay, that has your NFC payments capability. Okay, it's a complete drop-proof application. So it comes with Wi-Fi, 3G and 4G support. It also has a device, location fencing or geofencing, which we call, to monitor your agents where he is traveling with a cash. So we also provide this kind of kiosk, okay, where a tablet-based kiosk, where you can have your customers coming in, or you can give this to the agents where he can carry and do the banking. So this comes with 𝐒𝐴YC, I mean 𝐒𝐴YC and onboarding solution, where a customer's photograph can be taken. We can check with the UIDA database, the photo match can be done. It's a complete AI-based onboarding. So we need not have any manual intervention here. Our aim is to actually complete the onboarding of your customers in less than 5 minutes. So 5 minutes में customer आपके बैंक में होना चाहिए. He should be having access to the digital banking as well. So that is what अपना aim है. So we are just trying to achieve it through this tablet kiosk. So that's it from our side. I mean, from 𝐁𝐚𝐬𝐧𝐬 side, we have Mr. Prasanna Lohar from Moringa, who would explain on the risk and audit part.
Yeah, hi. Very good afternoon. I think the way we have seen banking is happening since last 20-25 years. And what we have seen is that banking has started in branch banking, moved on to internet, mobile. These days we talk a lot about WhatsApp banking, and many more things are coming as a new channels. While banking has not happened on a day one back in 2000, or whether the core banking has not come on 2000, it has got a lot of evolutions. And with this, all these evolutions, regulatory bodies like RBI, IRDA, and primarily for our banking, Reserve Bank of India comes with lot of guidelines. And all these guidelines on KYC, AML, or you talk about cyber security, data protection, it keep on evolving. That doesn't mean that whatever guidelines we have today is going to the end. It will keep on evolving. So at the end of, say example, at the start of 2023, what most of the banks looks at, they looks at a complete 24/7 compliance efficiency, more or less of operations, more and automation, right architectures, right data protection guidelines. They look at how they can really monitor all of their systems real time, or how do we mitigate those risks. And last but not least, the way we are seeing a lot of emergence of various data protection guidelines, say it could be recent personal data protection guideline, or we talk about GDPR and so. So most of the banks, including cooperative banks, all types of banks, will look at all of their innovations, transformation journeys around these areas. And when we look at how can we really do it, and if you will not do it, so the way we keep hearing a lot of news, right? There could be some of those challenges. Challenges could be like reputation damage or financial loss. There are a lot of penalties. Moreover, once the personal data protection bill will come, there are huge penalties. You will not imagine. The way we keep hearing some of these banks get their license cancelled. I think there will be a huge number of banks will get license cancelled if they are not going to really mitigate all those expectations. Many other areas like increased regulatory scrutiny, if there are some gaps, so RBI or relevant bodies will always have an eye on your bank. So while there are a lot of challenges, we need to see how we can mitigate these challenges. So at Moringa, the way we have Modus and TechTex, they provide a lot of transformation services. And most of the partners out here, they provide a lot of transformation services. But whenever something goes live in the production, or once we go live in the production, whether it is really working well as far as operational guidelines are concerned, regulatory guidelines are concerned, uptime is concerned, it's very, very important to see how are we really aligned. So I think most of the offerings from Moringa are around governance and compliance, risk management, and anti-money laundering. How do you onboard customers, and really 24/7, your bank should say that, yes, we are green. We are not those red or orange banks, so that RBI or regulator keep on asking why there are these gaps. So Moringa comes with a detailed suite called as a CLAD risk, which offers almost all solutions which a particular bank or any cooperative bank would look like it to mitigating or adhering all the compliance required. What does it mean? In a nutshell, if you really adopt all of these modules or services, say it could be GRC, risk-based audit, anti-money laundering, risk management, NPA collections, credit monitoring, or any of those additional features and functionalities which every regulator looks at. CLAD risk offers 24/7 all of these product under one umbrella. And apart from that, while you have a product, you can always ask for those consulting services, where typically most of the banks, as far as expertise is concerned, apart from having product, they need some kind of assistance of consulting. That also Moringa provides. So while this journey is on, while there are many customers or many partners in this risk audit and risk management journey, what is that is required? How can we reduce those risks from as a foundational journey? So we at Moringa look at how can we adopt emerging technology like AI for a better data-driven intelligence, or we look at how we can use Gen AI to really mitigate those risk controls in one organization, or let us look at some of these other emerging techs like blockchain, where it comes and removes most of our regulatory guidelines which we have created. Recently, we did sessions to the Reserve Bank of India. We did sessions with RBI, Rebit, who typically comes to your offices and does the actually regulatory compliances. And offerings, or rather proposal from us, whatever, say example, in a banking ecosystem, we have created those 100 controls. With the help of these 4 areas where we want to really see automation, adoption of a blockchain AI, our regulatory audits becomes continuous, as well as the many more controls will vanish, because we will cover up all of these things from the ground up. So appeal for banks or any of those service providers, look at these angles and see how we can really mitigate these things. So at the Moringa, we look at the journey is not something like we come for a day and really make that bank compliant, but it's a continuous journey. So that is what Moringa's vision is all about. So as a complete trust bank, you must have heard about a zero trust bank, but as a complete trust bank and organization, you always look at what is the entry point, who is accessing what, right? Which are those devices? How do you categorize all of these devices systems? Or look at how do you ensure the security at enterprise app or data storage or partner app? And finally, look at which are those policies, key management areas, and finally, how can we have those processes, workflows aligned? So I think that's a vision we carry. The way this vision will help regulator, any of the banks and cooperative banks to mitigate and make your bank a complete trust bank. So this is a detailed approach starting from step 1 to step 9. We look at how do we handle from training per se and actually bring on a continuous audits. So I think this is what we bring on the table, a unique approach. So thank you so much, team Modus and Nandu. Good to you.